What's bonkin'? I hope this doesn't turn out to be a mistake. This is the first time we're doing, Ace Attorney back-to-back for a while. This had turned into a once-a-week thing after Investigations 1. But we're having fun again. So we're gonna hop right on back in. If my cat doesn't knock my stuff over. Tommy, what are you doing? Oh, you're getting under the blanket. That's fine. I did not even know you were down here. Hello, Boop! Let's see. Is it gonna start up right away? I just want some background music, please. This is eerie. Okay, there we go. Well, no. Come on. Music, please. God damn it. How's my day? I'm doing alright. My day was good. How about you, Boop? Well, I guess we'll just wait here in silence then. Your day was bad, Boop? Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that. Also, that's right, I think that sub count is inaccurate. All your D&D sessions were canceled this week and extended family was over. Oh, god. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Boop. Like I said, I know that feeling. I only just finally actually got into D&D. And then it got canceled. And now I miss it. Extended family part, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's a bad situation, but whatever the case. Hang in there. We're here for you. 1 second, where is that? No, those are all the emotes. There's the subgoal. There's the subgoal. This layout is a lot different than the overlay one. It's hard for me to find shit sometimes. The silence is killing me. Game. Game, please. Oh, they still. If people miss one line of text, that's fine. That's a decent trade-off for music playing. Alright. Hi, Noodle. I'm gonna go grab some food real quick. No worries, Boop. You get yourself some nums. There we go. Forgot about that. God. Why, I mean, it makes a little more sense knowing he's a circus performer, but nonetheless. Why would you choose to go out in public like this? They're just sticking right up. You saw the overruled girl and the boy. Double ponytail master race. Look, I'm not knocking the double ponytail. I'm mocking this method of double ponytail. We're just gonna sit here and watch this man shake while we wait for people to file in. Look at him. Look at him. I was tempted to go back and watch the tapes to try and figure out if, because I couldn't quite remember. Like, it was established at the end of the last stream that, he lied about his reasons for being at the prison. I can't remember if he actually did or not. Because lying by omission is not the same thing as lying. He's raised by literal clouds. He has an excuse. I know he has an excuse. That's what I said. Like, at least it makes a little more sense knowing that. But nonetheless. But yeah, I didn't rewatch it. Or I didn't go back and watch it. Didn't feel like it. Alright, I can't. Alright, I'm sick of seeing you tremble. Why did you not mention that beforehand? Oh god, what? Oh. It's all coming back to me.
No, but I did. Why didn't I mention that you're a member of the very big circus? No, it's just that, you know, I'm not. What's bonking, JC? I just can't call myself a member yet. I'm just a new recruit.
Regardless, that still makes you a member. Oh, God. Simon is dead. Game over. He said he was a regular employee when asked about his occupation. Is that what he said? Okay, yeah. That is a very weird way to downplay it. Yeah, just a regular employee. Like, that's not a circus performer is not what you would call a regular profession. That is a little weird. But this guy's also a moron. So who knows? Wonder if Salt will ever change his name. He needs to get around to that, man. Especially if he's helping on opening that dog grooming business. Solid Screaming just doesn't have the same ring to it.
So, why didn't you tell us that before? If I had told you I was part of the circus, it would have made me look suspicious, right? Since I also do nightly and all that. I didn't think anyone would believe what I had to say, not even you guys, Kay.
Didn't we promise to believe in you? He may have been an animal poop scooper for all we know. True.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're kinda scary.
Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, ain't you, Miles? It's none of your concern. Looks like we need to have a talk with him again.
So, what did you do in the circus, Simon? I guess you could say I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still just an apprentice, though. Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers to do your bidding, right? No, nothing crazy like that. No way.
I believe this is supposed to be a guy. I believe they've called him he and his name is Simon, but, he's made some interesting life choices. Not judging, I'm just saying, again, if you're gonna rock the double pigtails, do it right.
My partner is this little guy right here. Holy shit!
How long has it been since 2? We have the same monkey? Money is back, baby! Oh, no. Oh. Wait, why is the monkey in jail with you? Oh, dumb question. I forgot we were in Weird Zoo jail. And that makes you a wild animal tamer? He's more like an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. Jesus Christ, the monkey. Oh, God. Oh, my God, I want him. That's the first time I've ever seen him in, like, a proper sprite, not just a portrait. What's mother fluppin' bump? Again, everyone, you went from watching Tom Fox to watching me. Hey! You enjoy hearing Gaim suffer, you enjoy saying disgusting things here more. Oof. Big oof. Didn't we hate him? Money? Did I hate money? I don't remember having an issue with money specifically. He stole something or, like, ran off with evidence at some point, but, like, I don't remember money doing anything too obnoxious. Hey, Boop, welcome back. Booyah, Leia.
Hey, Money, cut that out. He can be quite a handful sometimes.
Oh my God, why is every person in this game just a ventriloquist dummy for an animal? Ratatouille. Monkey Tooie. I thought organ grinders controlled their monkeys, not the other way around. Yesterday you told us you were just a regular employee, correct?
Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally an employee. We're just like any regular company. The ringleader is the boss, and I'm just a grunt. I even have a supervisor. She's the head of the Wild Animal Tamer Division.
Oh fuck, British Obama got a promotion?
No matter what kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command.
She might even be able to get hands on Miles here. She's still like 12. She's still baby. I am not a wild animal. Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show here at the prison? Monkey makes face locks. I noticed. The monkey's very cute.
Yeah, it was only us two. It was a small operation this time around.
You were able to sub finally, Leia? Ooh, very nice. Thank you kindly. Weird that, did I miss it or did Twitch not alert me? Yeah, Twitch didn't alert me apparently, but thank you. Are widgets working? Yeah, widgets are working. Yeah, not sure what's up with that, but thank you. Edgeworth is only a wild animal and taking Phoenix to bed. I mean, yeah.
He's basically my supervisor takes center stage and I can take care of all the dirty work. Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance. I rode my tricycle.
So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. So can you tell me about your movements around the prison?
Okay, I went to meet Knightley 2 nights ago around noon.
And that's when you gave him the chessboard?
That's right, and then that night I started setting up the stage in the courtyard. Also, guys, I turned the volume down a little bit. It was a little loud for me last time, but it might be a little too quiet now. Let me know, and I'll adjust it accordingly. Thank you. I was pretty tough going back and forth, moving all the crates by myself. I left everything in workroom A, I think, just temporary storage.
Workroom A? That's where the body was discovered.
Didn't your supervisor help you at all? No way! I can't let her do anything like that! That's my job!
Oh god, is everyone still simping for... People are still simping for Regina. Maybe a little bit higher? You got it. Yeah, like I said, I cranked it down. I did listen to a little bit of it just to check, and it seemed a little loud. So I dialed it back, but I think I dialed it back a bit too much. Alright, there we go. Should be about the middle.
After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing, and when we left, it was almost midnight. The show was set to start around 8 a.m. the next day and go on until 10 a.m.
The only one who went in and out of where the body was found is Mr. Keys. And then the body was found just before the show ended. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think the best guy would have just arrested you on a whim. Nah, he would have. He would if his mommy told him to. I wouldn't put it past him, though.
Maybe it's because of that. When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him, you know, nightly.
He finally got Fire Emblem Lab. Very nice. Enjoy. Nathan, what the fuck? No. You went directly into the detention block. Do you have permission?
No, I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything. Hi, Pumpkaboo. You didn't miss anything. This guy's being interrogated and I care. Interrogated? Yeah. And I apparently can't stop doing this voice even when I'm not in character.
Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go and do such a thing?
Well, we're all the only friends that either of us had since childhood.
That's money from the second game. This guy actually works for the circus, and he takes care of money now, for some reason.
He was the same as me. We never had real families. I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him.
His voice makes you wide awake, Franny. I'm so sorry. Also, 1 second. Tommy, do you want out already? I didn't even know you were down here.
I'm down.
So the circus is involved? Yeah. British Obama was mentioned. She might be coming back, boys. More cameos. You didn't have a family?
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
So is that it? I know all too well how it feels to lose your father at a young age.
So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me.
It's not to do the voice, but whatever.
I would gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
So it was just the two of you talking at the time. Rex's voice was a mistake. Aren't Kay and British Obama the same? Oh, fuck, yes they are. Shit, that's right. They totally are. That's gonna be awkward if she does show up. Ruh-roh. It happens. You never know who's... I had no way of knowing she was gonna be a thing in this game. That she was ever gonna come back. So I'm like, Pinkie Pie. Someone else could be Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, and all the other cells were empty and there weren't any guards nearby either.
But that's when you got found out. That's why they suspected you.
What? What? Did I do something really bad?
You stuck into a prison illegally. Something must have happened while Mr. Keys and Knightley were alone. That's probably Debeste's logic. You knew when you suggested KB Pinky you're bad at Foresight Java. Whoops. It happens. Yeah, Simon, like, I still don't necessarily think you did anything, but that's actually dumb, bro. Yeah, whatever. It's worked out okay for Kay. If there ends up being some overlap, there ends up being some overlap. It happens. I'm only one person. It seems that we'll need to talk with your supervisor as well.
She should be here today, too, probably in the courtyard. Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss.
Oh man, she actually is gonna show up, ain't she? Yeah.
Simon, if there's anything we can do to help, just tell us. What? I didn't get to do anything in return. Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Giving Regina a Billy Ray Cyrus impression? Why? Who was the one that called it British Obama? Yeah, Pumpkaboo, I can't quite remember, Pumpkaboo. Who was it, Pumpkaboo? Birds of a feather. Oh, I suppose that's true. Could somebody be Justine or Caroline? We're in prison. It was you. At least I'm 99.9% sure it was you. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not blaming you. It's turned into a great gag. But I think it was you. We have sufficient information about your past. I thought you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you're probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you. His stinky little golf clap. Give Regina a Michael Jackson impression? Who? Oh, you mean like Corey Haim? No, Maximilian was Corey Haim. Oh, please tell me we see Max again, too. I miss Max. What do we have here? Starting to get a hang in the whole defense attorney gig? You sounded a bit like your old man just now. Me? Sound like my father. He would say, the defense attorney's job is to be an ally to the deserted. If you're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise, wait for me, I want in too. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Yeah, of course. It's just a joke. You miss Max first time you heard someone play this game say that? Does two people not? Oh, that's right, because people hate the circus case for some reason. I enjoyed the circus one, man. I enjoyed the circus one. I liked Max. British Obama is kind of problematic, but she is a fucking child. Hopefully she's grown since then and learned from her mistakes. You want some candy? Yeah, Max is the guy who is actually Southern. His real name was Billy Bob.
No, thank you. I don't like sweets.
Oh, really? What a shame.
What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Yanagarasi was all about the sun. Since the sunlight always exposes the truth.
Good grief. Max did also try to marry an underage girl. To be fair, so did everyone else. To be fair, so did everyone else at that circus. Better than the... Ah! Is that you, bestie? Better than the best. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, that's great. It's gonna take some getting used to, but that's great. Oh my god, good move, good move. I guess this episode subtitle is called Better Than Debeste. It's gotta be. It has to be. You found a new best friend. Thank you for the bits, JC. Oh my god. That's awesome. But now let us just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can find there. One British Obama, please. Better than the best. That's awesome. That's an awesome name and perfect for an episode title. I'm assuming we're gonna see Sebastian again. I doubt he's done. He seems pretty important.
The shutter is open.
Did get rid of the underscore, but the 41 is finally gone. Yeah, that pesky number. That's good at least. As long as you're happy with it, dude. Yes, it looks like that way leads into the courtyard. I could not read that sentence for some reason.
So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on.
She's certainly in high spirits. He didn't change it to the wizard? Nah. Just before the body was discovered, the animal show was held here.
It looks just like a carnival, man. I bet it was lots of fun.
The prisoners were gathered here when the body was found. So that means whoever saw the show has an alibi. Don't think Twitch does spaces without underscores, really. That's kind of shitty. Why would the circus be playing in a prison? Because this is a weird zoo prison with a warden who loves animals and lets animals run free in the prison. So it's like, yeah, circus, why not? Baby cried the day the circus came to town.
Oops.
The best. Yeah, basically, that's the best right now. Need to change your name. People keep pronouncing it as boop dub hoop. It's kind of annoying. What the hell? Boop doop. I guess I could see that there is a D in there. Yeah, I kind of just ignore it. Or just call you Boop for short, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I guess I could see how other people would get that out of it. We should start by checking the area for... You needed to rebrand. You can't be associated with that shit kid. He's not a shit kid. He's better than that. K!
Cut it out, you! Help me, Mr. Edgeman!
Oh my fucking god. It just keeps going. It keeps going. You like this case, Boku? This case is alright. You there! Stop this instant!
Someone! Anyone help!
This is gonna be so awkward.
Down, Astis! Down!
I know it's her. It's gotta be.
Who are... Why do you sound exactly like me? Looks like you found a new playmate. Good for you, Asti.
Girl!
I wasn't playing around. It was about to eat me. Huh? No way. That's impossible.
If them having the same voice is too much, let me know. I guess we can change Regina's. She's less important in the long run, I'm guessing. She still sparkles. Of fucking course she still sparkles.
This child doesn't bite. Often.
Often.
People normally never get to play with an elephant up close. Isn't it wonderful?
Maybe Regina can be Dr. Girlfriend? The best, formerly known as Debeste. Oh my god, that's funny. Dr. British Obama.
No, it's not!
Give Regina a Batman voice. Dr. British Obama. Is that the new name for the Dr. Girlfriend voice? The same way British Obama is the name for the Pinkie Pie voice for some reason? It was too long. Aw, that's unfortunate. Dr. British, oh Batman. We'll try Dr. Girlfriend if that's too much if that's too much for a different reason, let me know. It's wonderful, right? It was simply marvelous, little lady. You see, the problem is because of that, because Ray is like halfway between, Ray is somewhere between Dr. Girlfriend and Phoenix. And so Ray's gonna start leaning more towards Phoenix. She is older, yeah. Mr. Shields, she's still like 12! Really, that makes me so happy. So how about a hug? Yes, thanks. Hey! Watch where you say that thing! Weren't you taught not to hit people with your trunk? Looks like Astique is friends with everyone. I am an assistant of this defense attorney. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Regina Berry. Nice to meet you.
I'm the Great Thief and Defense Attorney's assistant, Yazigra... What? The Great Thief and the Defense Attorney's assistant, Kay Verde.
Regina's taken up smoking. I mean, she has a lot to cope with. You know, she accidentally got an innocent man eaten by a tiger, and then the brother of that man killed her dad and tried to kill her in revenge. Like, she's learned. Boop-a-doop. Oh, you changed it, Boop. Oh, very nice. Yeah, he's never met her. Why does the voice work? Because Dr. Girlfriend voice goes with anything, man. It just works. That's a rather complicated job title.
And the one playing with Mr. Elephant... is the defense attorney, Mr. Ray Shields.
It's not Elephant, it's Astique, the fantastic Asian elephant.
You're incredible, Regina. You made Astique stop right away.
Well, I am a wild animal tamer after all.
Really? Then you must be Simon's supervisor.
Yep, I'm the head of the Very Big Circus Wild Animal Tamer Division. I better not go all Todd. I will never go full Todd. I can go slightly Todd. The one and only Regina Berry. I still bounce. I bounce. In the bounce. Bounce. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm an attorney, Ray Shields. It looks like he's the one she has a handle on.
Yes, she's perfect.
What are you mumbling about, Kay?
Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy. She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief.
A great thief? That sounds like fun. We could make a huge ruckus with the animals.
Huh? You can't make a ruckus. A great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky-like.
But the show needs to have flash. Being quiet is kind of boring.
Oh, I guess she's not very thief-like after all.
Phantom Thief, maybe. Oh yeah, that's right. Kay's trying to put together a pre-cure team. Why are we talking about me being a sellout? Donut County. Quick, join D&D. I've tried to. Remember, my sessions are on hold. It seems there has been a breakdown in negotiations. Check the profile, you swear she is younger. Okay, she's 17 now. Good for her. Good for her. Still underage. Hopefully Trillo's back the fuck off, but who knows.
Alright, let's get started, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's check out anything that looks suspicious. We'll even look through the barbed wire if we have to.
Yes, we need to gather more information about the case. We should also try talking with anyone connected to the case. Stop taking away my music. Oh god, why are you out here? Stop being schemy. Oh, Mr. Attorney, how are we doing today?
We're doing... Hey, we just met a few moments ago.
Please do forgive me. Ever since I came here, I've been working on refining my speech. That's not the only thing that needs refining. Right now, I'm helping out with the cleanup after the show. But if there's anything you need, please let me know. You'll have my full cooperation. Oh, now you want to cooperate. She's the same age as Kay, yeah, apparently. I'm in the middle of volunteer work right now. As you can see, I am a model prisoner. I have been reborn inside this prison. Reborn? As a thief? That was... The devil made me do it!
How can you blame the devil? You're a disgrace to thieves.
I have nothing to say. I still have much to learn. As a thief? But as you can see, I've exchanged my bracelet for a working one. I will continue to devote myself to being a model prisoner. Again, with a model prisoner. Give it a rest already. opportunity to be invited to society once I become eligible for parole.
So you were training instead of watching the animal show?
So there were only 2 people who did not watch the show, Salt and Dogen. Why didn't you say anything about Dogen earlier? Well, if you asked any inmate at this prison, they'd think twice before telling you. That person is like the ruler of this place. Around here, we call him the supplier. The supplier? If you ask him nightly, he can provide you with anything you want.
Hey, wait, is that allowed?
Normally it's not allowed, but with him it's another story. He supposedly has a secret route to procure these goods. As the supplier, Dogen would have been in a position of power. However, I put all that behind me. All I care about now is supplying mud packs to the animals. Mud packs? I coat the animals' fur with my mineral-rich mud packs to give it a beautiful shine. To help with my training, I give them all the animals in prison. Each and every one of them. Mud. Could be related to that piece of evidence. I should present it to him. I was gonna say, what do we have that was covered in mud? I don't think we had anything that was covered in mud necessarily. Do we have what he's asking for yet? I wonder. That has nothing to do with me, so I know nothing about it. Are you sure about that? The gloves? Oh, I thought we already called him on the gloves. Yeah, that's right, the gloves were dirty too. I'm a model prisoner! This guy looks familiar. He was the culprit of the very first case in the very first game. He was the tutorial. This guy is OG tutorial. That's the rubber glove I dropped! Where did the mud on the glove come from? Oh, that's the mud for my mud packs! You'll never trust VTubers again? Uh-oh, is the plan off? I guess the plan to make the VTubers off. VTubers apparently can't be trusted. At the time I was practicing applying my mud packs! Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with cutting the animals in mud! Don't tell me about your weird fetishes. This must be taxing on his stress levels. Hello, MD. Thanks to the warden's policies, I got a good job training here. I owe her a debt of gratitude. Ropes and tarps are out here, too. This crude-looking well seems handcrafted. Was it built by the inmates?
There are a bunch of tools lying around the well. A long piece of rope and a heavy-looking weight. It weighs 33 pounds. It says right here. I can read. There's even a couple of pulleys.
Hi, Casey. What you tried? Okay, do stop touching other people's things.
Stingy pants! I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm gonna take them. It's not like I'm gonna take them home with me.
Who can read? Kay. Kay can read, I think. Still, these tools, what were they used for? Okay, aren't you supposed to be at school? Probably. Head of the Wild Animal Division. Are you Mr. Key Supervisor? I keep wanting to do Pinkie Pie still. That's right, Very Big Circus was created by my daddy. But Daddy died in a murder incident.
Your dad is...
But after that, our current ringmaster made the circus even bigger. The ringmaster is Daddy's close friend. He's like a funny uncle.
Wow, a funny uncle! That's great, Regina.
Oh, I'm glad Mo's doing a good job. Yep, Uncle Mo established the Wild Animal Tamer Magic and Ventriloquist divisions. Only the wild animal tamer and the ventriloquist divisions have subordinates, though. Very Big Circus is gonna become even more fabulous.
Yes, yes, that sounds amazing.
The way these two are carrying on, I'd hate to put a damper on things. 6 steps into Ryuki Franny and loving it. Ooh, nice! Convinced the show should be called Kido is having a really bad week. Ryuki's subtitles should have been Shinji Kido's no good, very bad year, or couple of months, or however long the show takes place over. Being Shinji is suffering. Could you tell us about the animal show?
It's an amazing show. It has a storyline and everything.
I keep defaulting back to I'm so sorry. What's more, it's a love story. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Regina K sure has some things in common. I think that's why, like, she's just so Genki that I kind of just default to Pinkie Pie. It's so ingrained in my brain, even though she was only around in one game. Very nice. Are you the heroine, Regina Pie? Nope, the heroine of the show is Estique. And her partner is Regent the Tiger. It's the forbidden love between an elephant and a tiger. Elephant and a tiger. Forbidden love. That's right, that's what they call a love triangle. Isn't it romantic? She ships her animals. That's low-key adorable.
It sounds amazing, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Heroine. Aztec is a female elephant? Since it's a love triangle, shouldn't there be more than one animal involved? Real talk, I think she's just gonna keep being Pinkie Pie. Her and Kay are so goddamn similar anyway. I feel like I'm just gonna keep slipping up if I don't just make her Pinkie Pie. Also, she still totally has a Sailor Moon transformation trinket.
Yeah. Yep, the third animal. He's the one who interferes with the love between Aztec and Regent. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you think it is?
Well, since it is a circus, perhaps a lion? Elephant and tiger, why not tiger and bunny? I hope it's a bunny. For the sake of tiger and bunny references, I hope it's a bunny.
I think a crow would be nice. Hee. The third animal is a naughty little monkey.
Oh my god. That's awkward. Yo, money. I guess you could say Money likes his ladies with a little junk in their trunk. The scale suddenly got smaller.
Money the monkey.
Fuck off, I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of that one, god damn it. You can't take that away from me!
Nope, the one who plays around the monkey is Simon.
Wait, what? What? Simon, please don't fuck the elephant. What the fuck?
Money is a little too small. He's like the villain who tries to bring up a love triangle over the Aztec and Regent.
I'm terrified.
How will Aztec and Regent control their own destiny? Isn't it wonderful? I guess?
I thought Mr. Keys just did all the grunt work.
What do you feel sorry for Simon if he didn't get to perform on stage?
I'm physically uncomfortable by the direction this conversation is going. Gay baby, stream your goddamn right, Bandana. Could you tell me about the preparations for the show? My stream's all, thank you.
I'm too busy to deal with this.
You don't have enough bits for cringeworthy? Oh shit, Jones. Thank you for the 47. I forget what cringeworthy even is. How many bits is cringeworthy? I think cringeworthy is 69, maybe. Don't talk about Simon clapping elephant cheeks. Good God. Oh.
Simon handles everything, so I don't know that much about it. Simon insisted on it. He wanted me to focus on the show. I saw Simon doing something near the well, though.
420? What is it, 420? My bad. Okay, it's 420, yeah, not 60. Yeah, 69 is Catherine, duh. Good God. Yeah, 420 is cringeworthy, that's right. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for me. The well, if I recall, that was behind the stage. I better go take a look at it.
He even moved the giant cage all by himself. Simon is such a nice guy.
That was truly cringeworthy.
Oops.
You make the kind of content you want. Oh shit, oh, you also unlocked a new emote thanks to that, Jay. Thank you very much. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for 420. Bit war? I doubt it.
That sounds like something Simon would do.
While crying profusely. You don't have enough for a war boop, you surrender. Understandable. Things are rough on us all right now.
During the preparation, Simon went back and forth between the workroom and the courtyard. We were using the workroom to store our equipment. Only Simon entered that room, so I don't know anything about it.
The workroom? Was it the one where you found the dead body? Still don't fully believe I'm showing my full potential, Bandana. Define potential. Joke's on you, lost your sense of hunger. Oh, shit.
Man, the bad news just keeps on coming. Mr. Lawyer, please promise me you'll help Simon. Don't worry, despite his looks, Mr. Edgeworth's really amazing.
Despite my looks? Just what is wrong with the way I look? I am a handsome-ass man. Have we already been in the jail yet? We are currently, we're going in and out of the prison. With the persona of our working middle class woman, oh my god. Some sip, you got it. Let's see, what the hell else is there here? Ray, I'm a little worried about Ray, honestly. The way he kind of disappeared was a little sus. What's the matter? This is nice. Feels like a dream. A circus performance can be considered an art form. My pounded heart is beating with excitement. It's not every day you get to see what goes on inside the circus tent. Exactly. Makes me excited to give it a big hug. Hug. The circus. Ray will not stop until everyone in the world has been hugged. Having an animal show inside a place surrounded by barbed wire almost makes you forget this is a prison facility. Barbed wire, huh? I hate that movie. Need to inspect every last inch of the prison. We didn't see the animal show, but the stage and the equipment is still here. I should examine the remnants of the show. Could be useful in an investigation. Miles, please don't ignore your Uncle Ray like that. I'm sorry, you were giving me good ideas. I didn't know what to do next. Danger! Danger! High voltage!
These signs really do exist. On the other side, you can see what appears to be the detention center's garden.
Just as Warden Roland said, you can see the garden from here, from her office.
If it weren't for this barbed wire, we could take a look at the garden on the other side.
This is Warden Roland's prize garden. I doubt she'd let us in so easily. Oh my! I'm guessing it's her. Yep. There you are, Regina, darling!
Ah, Miss Roland!
I was looking all over for you. I wanted to have a little chat with you. You two animal lovers, you're so crazy. Could you tell me a little more about this prison? Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call our home. When I first came here, this prison was a terrible place, in a terrible state. Terrible state? You mean the prisoner's attitudes? There are no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. That's why, after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of the animals. Always give the elevators with a lot of passion. Oh, thank you, Pandan. I try. I try to emote properly for the most part. I do my best.
Being together with the animals will soften up even the most hardened criminals.
Right now, everyone has returned to their most honest self. Just take a look at Frankie. He's a model prisoner. A model prisoner who's trying to steal from a dead body. There are lots of model prisoners here, but Frankie is number one. He's proactive with his job training and helps out with the chores.
Don't the other model prisoners do job training and chores?
Oh, don't be silly. They do, of course. It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights set on something different. I don't like the way you phrased that. In any case, he's a very good boy. Please get along with one another. That's not sus at all. Yeah, it's not a scarf. I was confused too if it was an actual animal or a, or a scarf. What is that supposed to be? Like, the face kind of looks like a fox, but it looks super long. So I keep wanting to say like a lemur or something. Not a lemur. Ferret? Good God. The enchanting music, the prancing animals, the very big circus is fabulous. Oh, if you come here, you can see a show once a month.
Really? Then maybe I should...
Kay, don't get yourself arrested. Once a month, you said.
Oops.
Is it always the very big circus? You think it's a little mink coat? Is it a mink? I don't know. I can't tell. Thank you for the bit subjects. Of course, I'm Regina Darling's biggest fan. My darling Regina. She's just so fabulous. Don't kiss your pet on the lips, lady. That's weird. She's such a cutie pie. I could just eat her up. I don't know what that animal is. I just know I kind of want one.
She really likes her darling Regina.
And that's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If he is found guilty, Regina Darling will be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take care of little Simon. If there's anything I can help with, please don't hesitate to ask. But really, I would have loved to show everyone yesterday. You did a wonderful job on the stage, Regina Darling.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad all the prisoners came to see it.
Well, about that, just between you and me, not everyone came to see the show. Some people are big old party poopers. What case is this? Case 2? 2 of 5, I believe. I believe there are 5 in this one. That would be Dogan and Salt, I imagine. There were 3 people who didn't see your show yesterday. Unbelievable, really. Excuse me, but did you say there were 3 prisoners who don't see the show? Long case is long, yeah. This is... The third one is apparently 9 parts. I'm very, very scared for that one. I don't know how that's what was gonna be handled. Part 3, or case 3, the next case is apparently 9 parts. That's what I was told. I don't know how we're gonna handle it. If it's as good as this one's been thus far, then we might be okay, but don't be, if it really is that bad, then, I mean, do not be surprised/alarmed if that one ends up being dragged out over the course of, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Just to give my voice time to recover, if nothing else. Case 3 is always asked. Case 3s are usually the bad ones, or at least most people consider them the bad ones, but, like, I don't know. Like I said, if the game keeps up this degree of quality, who knows? Try to stay optimistic. That's right, I took count and there were 3 empty seats. We even had the correct number of seats set out.
Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth?
It does. We thought Dogan and Salt were the only 2 prisoners. Foonier Imp. I still want to play that for y'all at some point. Like I said, even though it won't be blind for me, enough regulars in chat aren't familiar with it, and I want to introduce that game to more people. I think that'd be a fun one to do. Ride the mindfuck train. Who were not present in the courtyard during the show, but that doesn't add up. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed. Oh, I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina, darling, that I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby. Oh shit, I gotta get Sebastian his McNuggies. What game you were busy reading, Boop? Zero Escape, 9 hour, the Zero Escape series. There are 3 games, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma. It's a mystery visual novel type of series, similar to like Danganronpa and this kind of. My baby. You were not showing our YouTube channel. You can show the YouTube channel all you want. I appreciate it.
Oh. It's an alligator! I'm gonna call you Gummy.
Oh, Allie, you look as cute as ever.
Oh, how cute! So her name is Allie.
Yep, she's Allie the alligator. I am so fucking creative. She's my favorite out of all my family.
How lovely. I want to try petting it.
If Regina Darling wants to pet it, go right ahead. I'll allow it. I can't just name people's pets like that. Fucking watch me.
They seem pretty excited.
Oh, misread K is Ray, good god. You're dying from the warden's voice. I'm sorry. They seem pretty excited.
We need to go check the prison cells, don't we?
That's right. She's just gonna keep bouncing. Let's go look for the third prisoner who didn't see the animal show. Feeding prisoners medium rare to Allie, good god. You look some stuff up online, you think general consensus is it's a fox? Okay. Like I said, the face looks fox-like, it's just, it seems awfully long. Gintaro for 4 is able to deal with the rider war even worse than Keto. Oh my god. I mean, Gintaro's as sensitive as a broken tooth. Like, he wouldn't be able to take it. My poor baby. It's a long-nosed fox? Okay. I don't know individual, like, subspecies of fox. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir. Yes, this is Gumshoe. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe. I take it the investigation is running smoothly. The judge and that prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh, yeah. I also got your message, sir. My Gumshoe is Snappa. My Gumshoe is basically just Snappa. Believe it or not, that is not the origin for that voice. Like, that voice that first started, it's my impression of Red Magnus from Disgaea 5. When Ivy forced me to watch her play it when she first got it. Cause he talked like that and said super everything. But like, it's basically Nappa. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We have a jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. Vegeta! I won't take you. There wasn't a whole lot there, though.
That should prove the murder occurred in the holding cell.
Indeed, the probability has increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir, so I asked the lab guys to look into it a little further. Super Universe! They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll soon know if it's the victims or not. That's the whole reason. If you watch the Danganronpa 1 playthrough with Ivy and Ian, that's the only reason why Hiro has that voice, is because his voice actor is Kaji Tang, who was also the voice of Red Magnus in that. It's also the reason Gundaddy sounds that way. I reuse voices a lot of characters just have the same voice actors. They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll know soon if it's the victims or not.
Way to go, Gummy. Good thinking.
What's my Christo voice? I don't have a Christo voice. Because Christo is just fucking Xander Mobus. I can't do a Xander Mobus. Detective, you've outdone yourself. What caused this sudden foresight? I'm actually a little hurt you're so surprised by it, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. Once we get the results, we can prove the scene was a holding cell, which leaves...
Finding out how that doggy managed to sneak his way in here.
Just leave that to me, pal. Since the other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. Fennec fox? Is it a fennec fox? Oh yeah, it does look more like a fennec fox, doesn't it? Yeah. I didn't think, once again, I didn't think they were that long. Like, the fact that it was so long and wrapped around her like a scarf is what keeps throwing me off. Like, even fennec foxes I thought were just tiny. I didn't think they were really, like, elongated like that. But okay. Cool, cool. We talk about Gentaro. Brandy's excited for Gentaro. He's such a good boy. Watch Kamen Rider 4s, everyone. Watch Kamen Rider in general, everyone. Since that other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapon with me. Missile? Please tell me it's missile.
Secret weapons?
That's right, pal. They've got this out of jams before. Take this gander at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. One of them better be missile. You actually started Kamen Rider Pandana? Ooh, very nice. What season you starting with? Looks like he'll come in handy. Want to take up his Alpha Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. Sure thing, sir. First, I'll give you a rundown. Secret weapon number 1, the trusty metal detector. Perfect for finding all kinds of metallic objects. As its name implies. Next, secret weapon number 2, everyone's favorite pal, Missile! Hey! I love Missile. You get him. You get him. He can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food.
He's so much cuter than Mr. Dogen's dog.
Oh, okay, that's rude. They're both pretty cute. Even if I did mistake Dogen's for a cow at first. And then secret number 1, weapon number 3, this. Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch? No, actually, I just brought it by accident. Never mind that. What's next, detective? Oh, that's all of them, sir. You said there were 7.
What? You called them the 7 secret weapons. There's only 3 of them. And one's a fucking fishing pole.
That's all I have for now, pal. We can use the rest next time. I can't just reel them all at once. Why do you think they're called the secret weapons, pal? Oh. It doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he provided. Pandana's watching Double. Ooh, very nice. Very good choice. Missile, yeah. Well, considering the annals are the name of this case, yeah, I'm gonna go with Missile. Where did the ceiling fan fall from? Where is it? I can't see it. You want Missile, sir? Hey, pal! Over here, Missile! Over here, boy! Why is better than the Debeste mod? Because that's Bestie. That's the best. He changed his name to differentiate himself from the best. There's a key difference. 4-7 Missile and a variety of different hats. Yes. Good. I hope one is a little Christmas hat.
Oh, there he is.
First, let's decide what scent he should track down. We are searching for the route Dogen's dog used to get into the detention cell. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison. So if we haven't tracked the scent of the body...
That should lead us to the path.
Huh? Yeah, don't you smell something sweet? Really, all I can smell is the scent of blood. Remember when Nick tried to use Missile to catch Gordy? Oh god. Is that what happened? Yeah, we never got that one. Sad face. Like a very faint scent, like cake or something. The scent of cake from the body. Oh my god, if fucking Pierre or whatever Picami is in this one too. Alright, Missile, get it good with that scent, pal. Come on, let's follow after him. Yeah, I was gonna say, there seems to be... Yeah, I watch Kamen Rider on my big TV, too. I have a, there's an app on the PS4 called Plex that lets you, like, sync up stuff with a media server. So you can watch anything you have downloaded to your computer on the TV. It's very convenient. That way is... He's heading towards the special cell. Though it's glitchy. It's a little glitchy and slow, but it does the job. It's better. There was one other app I tried that did not work nearly as well. Plex is the best one I found for that.
He's got straight inside.
Yes, let's follow him. But yeah, I use that to watch Toko on my big screen. It's like if I go through the trouble of downloading them in 1080p, I'm gonna watch them on a big screen. The way God intended. The full name for Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. That's the full name for an English adaptation. Kamen Rider has been adapted to the US the same way Sentai... Like, if you know Power Rangers is adapted from Super Sentai. They tried to do the same with Kamen Rider twice. The first show was Masked Rider. It aired about the same time as, like, OG Power Rangers, and it was not very good. and then they tried again by adapting Ryuki, and that was Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. This is Dogen's cell, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated. You watched all Power Rangers to Kamen Riders, a breath of fresh air? Oh yeah, no. Like many people I know, like, transitioned to watching Kamen Rider after Power Rangers, like, kind of declined in quality, / got canceled outright. Like, when that happened, everyone kind of moved over to Sentai, and from there they kind of discovered Kamen Rider just by association, because they aired at the same, like, almost the same time slot, or back-to-back, rather. Yeah, lots of people. If you like Kamen Rider era, if you like Power Rangers as a kid and are like, Power Rangers was fun, if only it weren't so cheesy and 90s and kind of dumb, yeah, give Kamen Rider a chance.
What's in here?
Shh! I think he's found something. Oh, God, poor baby! What's wrong? What's wrong, no boy? What could there be in this room?
Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look.
Good thing you never saw Masked Rider Furbus, so Ugly Furbus was a fucking abomination. I say as if Kamen Rider isn't cheesy. Kamen Rider's cheesy, too. No, don't get me wrong, Kamen Rider is cheesy as well, just in a very different way. Like, Power Rangers, especially older seasons of Power Rangers, are, like, 90s tweeny cheesy. Like, a lot of older Power Rangers series feel more like a Nickelodeon show or something. Like, Kamen Rider is just cheesy, and Kamen Rider is only cheesy in the sense that it has this sense of justice and, like, actually teaching good lessons, since the target audience is still kids. And just kind of embracing it. Alright. I have to assume there's a trapdoor or something under here. It's Dogen's chessboard. No, the thing under the chessboard. It still has the helm piece on it.
Chessboard has legs. Aren't these things expensive?
They can be. It's very good craftsmanship, though.
Mr. Dogen playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know? I figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that.
Go? Do you play Go, Kay?
I'm really good at Go Bang.
That's not Go. What the fuck? You still can't find Kabuto's Jump Java? I'm so sorry. I imagine it has to be out there. Like, it has to be uploaded somewhere, because I do see people talking about it regularly. I'll try and look into it for you, see if I can find it, maybe. Go. Yeah, I love Hikaru no Go. It was a solid manga. Kabuto like the helmet. Kabuto like the beetle. One season is called Kamen Rider Kabuto. A pretty good season, except for the part where the plot hemorrhages common sense halfway through. It's the chisels Dogen uses, more than enough for him to murder someone with.
Speaking of chisels, it kind of looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth.
What the fuck does that mean?
See? The furrow between your brows getting deeper. Just like a carving.
I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Edgeworth getting premature wrinkles. Don't have any clue what we're talking about most of the time, lad. Watch Kamen Rider, you'll understand. Then you'll know. The bell.
Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth, there's a small chisel here.
I was looking at the fucking bell. Not very well versed, but it seems to be a pocket-sized chisel.
A pocket-sized chisel must be convenient to have wherever you go.
Is that from a thief's point of view?
No, it's from a great thief's point of view.
She didn't even skip a beat. He wants to be young forever. Look, I've seen what Edgeworth looks like when he's older in the newer 3DS games, the post-Apollo games. He rocks the middle-aged look, okay? He's got the glasses and everything. He works it. You don't have to be afraid of aging. Man's beautiful. Missile, maybe? This is what you're barking at? Oh, doggy hate chocolate. Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll eat it myself. Wow, that's pretty good.
Cake!
Good for you. But it looks like someone else has a problem with that.
That wasn't fair, Gummy. I would have eaten it too.
I doubt it's wise to eat food you find lying around a prison. Anyway, I guess Missile was barking at the cake, sir. That was pointless. Is that police dog going to get the job done? He's fine, pal. He was just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, Missile. Did I see future Edgeworth, the one with the mustache? Is there a beta future Edgeworth with the mustache? Oh my fucking god. Oh, I don't know. I assume that's what it was. Like, I saw, like, stock art of him that looked closer like the newer art style. And he just looked like maybe slightly older and he had glasses. He's hot. Looks like he's found something else, sir. Mustache. Now it's this cell. This would be Mr. Elbert's cell. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call a guard. Roger that, sir. Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Elbert still being held in the disciplinary room? No, sir. He should have already returned. He was present during the noon roll call. He may have been assigned to work someplace else. I see. Well then. May we examine the cell? Yes, sir. If that guy turns up dead too, I swear to God.
Mr. Edgeworth, how many minutes do you think this hourglass goes for?
Elbert is a former boxer, so I'd say 3 minutes. In a boxing match, each round lasts for 3 minutes.
Wrong! The correct answer is around 2 minutes. Why? Well, because the glass is cracked and some stands has spilled out.
What? How could I have missed that? He has a poster of himself. Yeah, I guess he used to be famous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I take that back. Yeah. If this guy dies, whatever. I guess that's fine. But if the bear dies, if the bear dies, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some problems, game. You and me's gonna throw hands.
I was supposed to Mr. Albert on the wall. And what's this next to it? Is this his weight loss target?
He was a former boxer. He probably continued with his weight management. It seems he takes various protein supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, weight loss protein. Nothing but protein. All right, Akihiko.
Which weight class was he aiming for? Ursula? We don't talk about Ursula. Oh, God. Nothing unusual about this area. Nothing unusual about a weird bag under his bed? Sure. Give the prisoners a heater is callous. They're much too lenient here.
Did this guy use a heater every day?
It's probably for his weight management, since training was his hobby.
Wouldn't his partner Rocky get too hot?
I think the combination is hot enough. Is there poison protein? I mean, I examined the protein. It's not really giving me the option to think about it much harder than that. Unless I examine it again. Sandbag shows us a vogue!
You want a box too, Missile? Oh shit, nighty-night, Franny. You have a good one.
Ha ha ha! Look at him go! Look at him go! It can't be. Detective, move the sandbag at once. Sakura's still the best. I could up a character fucking fight you. Why would I fight you, Java? That's correct. A hole? This is. Hey, Missile, come back here!
I'm going to.
Hold it! I'll stop him, sir. Ah, it's too tight for me, sir. Detective, this is a crime scene. Can't be helped. I have to wait for her to contact me. J. Elbert flew the coop. Ha 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 ha! Hello, KO, you alright?
Don't get so worked up. Right now I'm in the detention center.
The detention center?
The hole comes out at night, you so.
Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. Also, I missed the thing earlier. Just eat an assassin's cake and see what happens. that should have gone a lot worse than it did. Okay.
Mr. Edward, I really helped out, didn't I?
Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir. I see. Seems we found what we were looking for. The passageway between the detention center and prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. When do we see you? Never. Only in my nightmares. Along with final boss Larry. We were following a sweet scent, then arrived here. That means the scent must have come from. Oh, the scent must have come from Knightley's body. That's a massive oversight. I was gonna say, how the hell did we not see that before? Good God. This prison has a couple of design flaws. Just a couple. His body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by it passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was inside the tunnel like?
It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but, I took some photos.
Please, show us. Final boss, Larry. This is... Huh. Is the implication that this was a, like a home-dug tunnel? Like, oh god, is it Shawshank? Is that the movie where the guy digs out? Just slowly but surely stockpiling silverware and using it to dig? Spoons, forks? Were these used to dig the tunnel? But more importantly, what are these footprints? These footprints, could they belong to a dog? Also paw prints. I did see the paw prints, but mainly just my first thought was like, what? My first thought was just like what this tunnel was even here for originally. It is Shawshank, yeah. This will certainly be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. Or am I thinking of the Green Mile? I don't fucking... I'm thinking of some movie where, like, a dude's in prison and has to dig it, like, digs himself a hole out this way. Problem? J. Elbert could use this tunnel to move around freely. Oops. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. I must be thinking of The Great Escape. Shawshank used a sword? Yeah, no, that's right. He got up, in one of them, he got out through the fucking toilet. Like, he literally crawled through the sewers. Like, yeah, I can't remember. I haven't watched any of these, any of the potential movies I'm thinking of that it could be. Any of the movies I'm thinking of that it could be. I've not seen it forever. Detective, confirm this his whereabouts. Oh, I read that. Good God. Perhaps he's... You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison, but in the end, they found no sign of him. Dude, what the fuck? You saw the Family Guy version of it? Oh god, that's right, Family Guy parodied it. Good god. Ew. Did you contact the police? Yes, ma'am, we've already done that. Nooks and crannies. I'm thinking of the stop-motion animated movie Chicken Run. No, there's no way. I hate that movie. There's no way I'm thinking of Chicken Run. We've set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. This is the first. This is the first time anything's gone wrong at this prison. We're so sorry. She's completely different from them before. Chicken Run is a classic. I just didn't care for it. Like, I don't know. That was around the period where I was getting just sick of, like, all the Disney movies, the newer ones coming out, and just not feeling animated movies in general. If I watched it now, maybe I'd have a better appreciation for it, but I remember watching it once when I was young, when it first came out, and not caring for it at all. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Albert has long since left here. I don't believe he's gone beyond the detention center. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. It would have been difficult, I believe it would have been difficult to get through this, wouldn't you agree? Maybe he has another tunnel. We certainly can't deny that possibility, however. Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. You guys get back to your posts, too. Yes, ma'am. Detective Gumshoe, sir, we've got the results of that blood test you requested. Good work, pal. If every cop being Bar Brady is obnoxious, let me know. It's just I have nothing else to work with. Every cop is Bar Brady except Meekins. God, I miss Meekins. These are the forensic results of the bloodstain found in Knightley's cell.
So what does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. Oh shit, actually? Okay. I was convinced that it was a fake Shemp. And that it was someone completely different getting attacked by the dog in the cell, since we couldn't see the face at all. I mean, it still could be. But, yeah, something happened to him in there. Hey, now that's some good news. We found the bloodstains in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask Dogen a few questions. Dogen, did you say, please use utmost caution? That man has henchmen, even has henchmen outside of the prison. Outside of the prison? Is this related to his secret trade routes as the supplier? The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then... J. L. Bird is now just Bird. Oof. Her fox's ears are too small to be a fennec. Oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, yeah, they do also have the big ears, because that's what Fennekin is based on, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. Fox is my best guess, but... You had evidence transferred to the precinct? Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. The warden interrogates him herself? Why go that far? Because he has a cute doggo. Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Whoa, you made Uncle Ray a little nervous. You know what I say? When this case, yeah, this is, and I mean this is in the best way possible. Like, I still have no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, I do not fully trust anyone. I don't even necessarily, like I said, I don't even necessarily rule Simon out, because the fact that he did try and downplay his role so weird is kind of like, eh. I don't know. Good hip, sadly, you won't leave me the fuck up. Your family won't leave me alone, Boop. Oh, good God. I'm sorry to hear that, Boop. You have a good one. You'll make it. We're here for you if you need it. She'd be less intimidating if she were covered in cute animals. God. Oh yeah, shit, it's the boy. didn't even dawn on me. Judge Courtney, what are you doing here?
questioning a prisoner, did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again.
I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come here for testimony, and the truth about this case which you have overlooked.
You mean to say you require my humble services?
As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit.
Interesting. Do tell.
Oh my fucking god. He sounds like such a fucking weenie. I love you.
Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning.
We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge.
You'll deprive him of his badge? Debeste and his Joey Wheeler objection. Oh my fucking god. He does kind of sound like Joey Wheeler. Jesus Christ. Is that a threat, pal?
No, it's not a threat. Rather, an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Debeste seems like a Kamen Rider hater. I don't think he's a Kamen Rider hater. I just think he's watched too much Power Rangers. He just needs to be able to make the transition. I think he can be taught. There is hope for him. Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant, first and a prosecutor second. Also precure, yeah, we'll get him on the precure pill. I will not sully the good name of Edgeworth Law Offices. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats.
So be it. If this bravery is simply foolishness on the goddess of law's behalf. I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to...
Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine.
Should you watch Precure the Best? I would recommend it. I mean, like, look into it, see if it's your thing. Like, it's a very, very well done Magical Girl show, but it is a Magical Girl show. Like, watch a couple of trailers or something, but see if it looks like your jam. What'd you miss, Noodle? Nothing much, really. Regina came back. She's Simon's superior at the circus. And we found a tunnel connecting Jay Albert's room to Knightley's holding cell.
I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom.
Also, these two are back. So Mr. Keyes went to his cell after all.
After hearing you all talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have here a printout of the security camera footage.
This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley.
Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning.
A blind spot, that means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there is still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell.
But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage?
Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility.
A prison escape? That's so cool! First Mr. Albert, and now Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up!
Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. Do not get yourself locked up just to escape.
J. Elbow's escape is no laughing matter.
Can't believe this kid got you to change your name the best. Hey, whatever works. Cranberry juice? Ooh, it actually does sound good.
Simon Key was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice.
Not bad, Simon.
Don't praise him.
Nat Cage was transferred temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would be carried out along with the case, I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered.
Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be some hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Maybe you should have to steal his bunch of money. I want to, like, real talk, like I said, like, he's not a shit kid, but, like, he is just fucking dweeby enough. Like, I don't, like, he's not a shit kid. I don't want to beat him up or anything. But like I said, I just want to kind of tilt him over a little bit, like, you know, he looks like he weighs 20 pounds. Like, just kind of tilt him over in the mud, and then steal his lunch money. Maybe give him a noogie. Maybe. I was gonna say Phoenix is helping all these kids with criminal records. He has a criminal record.
He says Mr. Knightley stole the keys, but he denied it, didn't he?
Unless Knightley had the keys, this logic doesn't hold up. This will be the breaking point. I'll try pressing the testimony further. Phoenix is the biggest criminal. Phoenix low-key. Phoenix is low-key a scumbag, but he's a good scumbag. Like, he's just, especially by the time of Apollo, he's just such a fucking master bullshitter. It's beautiful. Okay. Okay, so where are these keys then? Yeah, scumbag for the forces are good, exactly. I like characters like that. Like, you can be an asshole and still, you know, be, like, technically a good guy. He really is Kokichi. Kokichi voice ended up working out pretty good. It doesn't necessarily suit him, especially in Apollo, but whatever. In terms of basic archetypes, it works. Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? I'm not doubting he stole them, I'm doubting if he still had them.
It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness.
Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information? Like Goro, like Goro in the third semester, basically, exactly. The, TV Trips would put it, the token evil teammate. It's like this person is clearly an asshole and not necessarily fighting for the good cause for a good reason, but they are fighting for the good cause. They are nominally aligned with the good guys. Phoenix be chaotic good, Apollo is neutral good. Yeah, I'd say so. So basically Dante. No, Dante's not an asshole. He's just a party animal. Loud and Dante is just a ninja turtle. Dante is a ninja turtle with too much power. That's all. There's one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Oh, for Noodle. This is with white hair. Oh, it does look like Dante. Oh, it is Dante. It's called Jackpot. Good God. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me.
He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage. As he waited for the opportune moment, that is what I believe.
He concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key, and the truth is... I mean, I was gonna say this, thinking we had found it somewhere, but it says current whereabouts unknown, so we haven't found it. Edgeworth was lawful evil before him and Phoenix fucked, yeah. Oh my fucking... am low-key skewed out by Mustache Edgeworth, not gonna lie. That don't look right. That just looks wrong. It just looks like Edgeworth from the Mirror Universe. Oh my god. Yeah, not feeling that one. It looks like a fake mustache, it really does. It is the keys? Like, that was my thought, but this seems kind of stupid to point the keys at the description, because the key description confirms that they are missing. Edgeworth was really into Johnny Depp movies. I'm glad we're not in that universe. I'm sorry, that's a bad look. He can't work the mustache. We finally found a look Edgeworth cannot pull off. Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched nightly after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. Okay.
That's not the issue. There is an explanation. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being he concealed it inside the chessboard.
The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon?
Come now, how do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? What?
Take some responsibility for your own words, lady.
That was all Sebastian's idea, after all.
So those two don't always agree on their reasoning. Way to throw your son under the bus, bitch. What the fuck? He's trying his best. I'm gonna be a much better mom than this lady. Good God, fuck this lady.
In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance.
Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance.
No opportunity? Is that so? A story plays itself out on stage. And such was the case with the animal show.
So she examined the content of the show.
The suspect plays the role of the villain who antagonized the elephant heroine.
Lady, please do not start with the weird, like, story metaphor shit. I've been having to deal with fucking Akos in Xenoblade 2. I do not need it here. Oh my god, it's an actual alignment chart. Oh, beautiful. I don't know. I think Phoenix is pushing. Yeah, time frame wise, yeah, I guess neutral good would be that point. By the time of Apollo, Phoenix is definitely chaotic good. Shelly's on point. Matt's on point. Fucking look at me. I don't know if I'd go that far with look at me. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. But it seems mostly on point.
In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain...
Lady, you're killing me.
...is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit.
Blown away by the elephant?
Was he hurt?
Stop being dramatic, lady. Good God.
After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from stage.
OG Trilogy Nick is good? Yeah, no, I thought about it for 2 seconds. Like, yeah, OG Trilogy Nick is fine. But no, as of Apollo, he's definitely chaotic. I don't know if that's going to be the norm going forward. If he gets his badge, I assume he gets his badge back in the next games. Because they're named after him again. But,
The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes.
Are you saying the crime was committed during that time?
Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so?
Courtney loves animal soap operas. Courtney needs a new hobby. Maybe she should watch Precure. You know what? No, Precure's too good for her. She doesn't deserve it. So we committed the crime in the 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime scene took place in the detention center.
I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence.
As for evidence, I have it.
Well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center?
There's blood.
This is the floor. Oh, goddess of law, I am unable to comprehend your mysterious ways.
This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. Lady deserves 4 kids Pokemon and jelly donuts. Oh my god, she really does.
This blood test, can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation?
I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he is a man I trust. Fascinating.
That detective? This concerns me. I cannot think of why one would disturb the order of the law. The prosecutorial investigation committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Dummy's in trouble!
Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. Yeah, what the fuck, actually? Why did we sell him out like that? Real talk, that seemed like a really dumb idea. Why did we mention him by name?
I will accept the fact that the blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However...
How ridiculous. This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor.
Mr. Debeste, you're here? I'd completely forgotten about you. Oof. Big oof.
There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then, after he left the cell, his blood on the floor was wiped away. Oh! Did the dog wipe away the bloodstains? As if that could happen.
That is possible. Of my Anubis. Right, boy? Who's that good boy? Who's the good boy? Who's the good boy? Oh my god, he's so cute. That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still in the outside world. He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes. So as not to leave behind any evidence. You're making the boy cry, sir. Sir, this implicates you. Why would you admit that your dog knows how to do that, except to make this boy cry? I can respect that. I was saved, only by chance. Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something? Poor fucking kid. Anubis also performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from others. First, he bites the victim's hand.
Stop! I don't want to hear anymore.
Oh my god, dog ninjas! You want to protect this brat now? I've been wanting to protect. Once again, I am making fun of him in the best possible way. I love this kid.
I see, I understand, Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've gathered a good hand.
I'm glad to understand.
My argument isn't over yet.
Objection overruled.
I mean, what are they gonna do to Dogen? Throw him in jail? I mean, true. The best possible way. Ha 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 ha! Super jail. I'm not gonna sing the theme song again. Hey, that's a little harsh.
Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining?
Sure, Justine.
Do you finally realize the murder occurred in the detention center? Therefore, that assassin's pet dog. My opinion has not changed, unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene. I'm afraid I could not accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Real talk, what's the connection between these two? We have no idea.
I've been waiting for you to say that. Now let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and the prison. This photograph! Oh my god, every time it makes me laugh! You don't owe that jokes. That's my husband's thing, not yours. It's just a secret tunnel hidden in the prison. That's impossible! A secret tunnel? The tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner J. Elbow.
Is she you? I don't see how that's possible. She's definitely not as bad as you. Like, she's kind of a bitch, but that's just because she's bullying my son. Only I'm allowed to bully Sebastian. I've decided that just now. It begins in his prison cell and is connected to a holding cell in the detention center. Namely, the victim's cell. I am shocked. How did this... Dogen, you must have known of this. Since you used the son to commit murder... In the name of the goddess of law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim. What do you mean? Oh my fucking god, stop. Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy report. Autopsy report? Do 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 do. Since when? Why are you surprised? Debeste parents are out of town. Courtney gave him a sticker badge so he feels involved. Is she becoming a clown? She's becoming slightly clown-like. One second. Do I still have the queen on dock here? She's somewhere. Where is she? There she is. Okay, yeah, I have her. I have her at the ready. I'm bracing myself. I feel like she's gonna go full clown. This was delivered straight from the police a short while ago. It's not complete yet, more of a preliminary report. Here, the very word of the goddess of law is written. Cause of death, stab wound to the neck, died instantly. Murder weapon, sharp metal object. The victim was stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object. Although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder weapon, they have clear proof that it was a sharp metal object. So do you still stand by your claim? That a dog used a sharp metal object to kill the victim? This can't be! That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh. Hey! It all comes full circle! I was hoping for that. Thank you for delivering, Joss. Thank you for extending your subscription through August. Jesus Christ. And also for yet another new emote for the channel. Swiggity swag! It's like a little pride witch's hat thing. I can't tell what that is. It's another pride emote. Enjoy. Fucking yeah. But wait, the tunnel contains the dog's fingerprints. Perhaps it may have been one to Anubis. Perhaps it may have been one of Anubis's walking horses. I can never tell what Anubis gets up to outside of my cell. Something feels unnatural about all this, but I have no evidence. Courtney Pie, you sure pulled out a hidden gem at the very last moment. She waited for a perfect time to reveal the autopsy report. Now I know! Now I know what it's like! God damn it! Never let her off with me again! Appointed Attorney Shields. Here's the autopsy report from earlier. I apologize for the delay. No, it's alright. Thank you! I gladly accept it.
Mr. Shields, I don't believe it's necessary to hold hands while exchanging documents.
Dog fingerprints is not something you expected to hear. Fucking right.
I advise you to stop.
Huh?
Persist any longer, and I shall call on the strength of the goddess of law.
I'll be careful.
Justine, well done. As is. Just as I planned. I only acted in accordance with your instructions.
Who's the boss here? Is she a ventriloquist dummy too? The autopsy report came straight from the police. I can't refute it. However, if the murder weapon wasn't the dog, Dogan will be cleared of suspicion.
The merciful goddess of law so decrees. If you choose to yield now, your badge will not be taken.
What will you do, sir? She says that, but... My answer remains the same. Judge Courtney, it is as I said before. I will see my job through. I will not yield to threats.
So even now, you still refuse to give up. If you want to keep your badge, this may be your last chance.
Right now, I am a defense attorney. I am a defense attorney's assistant. What I protect is not my badge, but my client.
The goddess of law grows weary of your sentiment.
Heh, now we're talking. Miles is starting to understand that defense attorney never gives up. Actually, those were the words of your old man. My father? It really is in your blood. You're the spitting image of him right now. You said it yourself. You've changed since we were tainted by Von Kama. It's only now that I've actually come to believe it. Mr. Shields. Well then, Miles. Now's the time to put these skills to the test. Think beyond your limits. If the murder weapon was a sharp object, does that really negate your reasoning? The murder weapon was a sharp object. That's it! I come up with a new recipe. You trust Ray? Like, Ray... I like Ray a lot. Ray seems cool. But the fact that he disappeared for an extended period of time and then just showed up again is really, really worrying. Like, at least in terms of long term. So, like, I don't think he's the murderer in this case or anything, but, like, it worries me for whatever the hell the overarching plot with this one's gonna be. Because that was very weird. There were 5 chests placed inside the special cell. Dogan is a former assassin. It's quite possible he could kill someone with just a chisel. In that case, the weapon that killed Horace Sightsley was...
Is that all? Well then, I suppose you'll be giving up.
Evidence is everything, didn't you say? The murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, such weapon is yet to be found.
What are you trying to say?
Oops.
The only decisive evidence is the actual murder weapon itself. And that was in plain sight this whole time. The real murder weapon is... Dogan's chisel.
What did you say?
Take responsibility for your own statements. The scene of the crime was Mr. Knightley's cell. You said so yourself.
If the evidence changes, then so will my logic. That too is courtroom procedure, is it not? If the chisel was used, that means the killer was human. However, the fact remains that we cannot deny the security photo.
Yeah, what about that photo?
Rest up for a conjugal visit, no big deal. Alright. The dog killed the victim, but he did it with a chisel. Good God. The dog killed the victim.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, you should take responsibility for your own statements.
Indeed, I do intend to take full responsibility.
The real murder weapon was Mr. Dogan's chisel. Didn't you say that just a moment ago? A dog could not possibly have used a chisel.
What? Is that not where we're going with this?
So really, what's with that photo?
I guess the dog just leapt at him. Dogan's dog leapt at Knightley. However, the victim did not die at that time.
Didn't die?
He was only knocked unconscious. The dog didn't move a dead body, it moved the unconscious Knightley. The real killer was its owner. I see. If the victim was moved, it would have been possible for Dogen to commit the murder.
And use the murder weapon.
Indeed, the killer is Sir Han Dogen. It can only be you.
I bet your teacher used to write on your report card. Needs to pay more attention on what others say.
I would think that describes you more.
We examined that room, every nook and cranny. Right, Justine?
Omichi Kairi.
We examined all four of Mr. Dogen's chisels and found no traces of blood.
Thank you, Judge Courtney. Thanks to you, I am now certain.
Thanks to me? Whatever do you mean?
When I came here earlier, I saw 5 chisels. Every granny, even old bag? Oh, God. Sebastian, no.
That's right, there were definitely 5 there before.
So the one that disappeared was the smallest one, presumably for portable use. Dogen, where is that chisel?
I am not free to leave this place. I have no need of portable chisel.
Not free to leave? In that case, he mustn't have been free to hide in the deadly chisel either. Dogen, you just dug your own grave.
It seems you know something, but you can't just show it.
Dogen couldn't leave, so the place he hid the chisel is... Wait, what? He dug his own grave. Ha ha ha! Just realized it's been forever since I saved. I have not saved once since we started tonight, good God. Dogen is a prisoner, so he can't leave his cell freely. Perhaps he could have sent his dog out to dispose of it. But he would not have been able to confirm the weapon's location.
So what does that leave?
Above all else, special metal tools are allowed in his cell. Even if one chisel were to appear here, no one would suspect a thing. You'd be a fool not to take advantage of that. I see, of course. It's always safest if you do something yourself.
But I examined everything. I didn't find any hiding places in his cell.
I am certain the murder weapon is here. The reason you haven't found it is because it was cleverly hidden.
You say I hid it. Where exactly?
Think. Where could he have hidden it? I have to remember everything up until this point. There must be some clue. Does this mean what I think it means?
Let's keep going! Distracted!
Come to think of it, that dog hasn't barked at me once today. Previously, when I came to the special cell, it barked on Dogen's command. That's it! That's where it's been out of place. There's just one place he could have hidden the murder weapon.
Giving up already? How dull, how dull.
I will present evidence. The piece of evidence shows where you concealed the murder weapon. Don't make your doggo eat a chisel. That's bad. Bad, Dogen. Hasn't your dog been awfully quiet today?
Now that you mention it, he hasn't barked at all. Before it was...
Sir Han Dogen, open that dog's mouth now. Anubis doesn't bark needlessly. I ordered him to do that before.
In that case, order it to bark now.
Naturally. You should be able to, if you have nothing to hide. It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth.
As you can see, a dog of this size can easily conceal a small chisel in its...
What? Why a chisel? That dog really had one in its mouth. Oh my god, that's so icky.
I thought he was unusually quiet. Was he unable to follow the discussion? He didn't swallow if it makes it any better. It makes it, I guess, but nonetheless, ew.
Sebastian, Could you call the forensics department? Urgently, please.
Ah, I got it. A reaction! This chisel tests positive for blood.
What?
I guess that proves my theory wasn't just nonsense. Would this chisel be the murder weapon then?
It reacted positively for blood. There is no doubt about that.
Also, why did you tie a bell to it? Also, this case is 4 parts. I think. Like, we are so not done.
Mr. Sir Houndogan, now that the murder weapon has been found, I must ask for your testimony.
We know how your dog got to the detention center, and we found the murder weapon. Do you still think you can talk your way out of this? Interesting.
This guy, even at a time like this, he's still smiling.
I mean, when he's got a doggo that cute. Well, Nobis, it seems everyone has become suspicious of you. It's quite troubling, but since it has come to this, we have no choice but to tell the truth. I did not kill anyone. I have long since grown weary of killing. What's this? His face looks completely composed.
It seems we need to listen to Mr. Dogan's explanation. Please promptly give your testimony.
Certainly. Dogan's a freak. He kind of a freak, but he has a cute doggo. First of all, I would like you to explain my motive. I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection. So, I wouldn't think some motive for murder would just appear out of nowhere. Or are you insinuating my Anubis had the motive? He only bears his fangs at others on my command. I do not hunger for blood, so much as to kill a man I do not even know.
Coming from an assassin, it sure is persuasive.
An assassin who only kills acquaintances? I doubt that would be profitable. I may kill strangers in my line of work, but I never make it personal. It's the evidence that shows a connection between Knightley and Dogan. I should thoroughly review the evidence once more. I mean, they play chess together. I mean, at the very least, you have some association with him. That much is obvious. Whether or not you knew him before this, or if you were actually willing to murder a man over a game of chess. You've lost your touch, Sir Houndogan. If you had your dog clean up after you, you should have disposed of this too. This is a record of correspondence chess, found in the victim's cell. This record and the chessboard in your cell both clearly depict the same game. What? I've heard the number of possible chess positions is around 10 to the 120th power, I guess.
10 times 10, 120 times 100, 1,000, is that even a real number?
Indeed, there's absolutely no way those two have coincided by chance. Tell us your reason for killing Knightley. Unless you intend to explain this as a coincidence. Well, don't they say that the truth is stranger than fiction? It is as you said, this is merely a coincidence.
But there's no way that could have happened!
My correspondence chess opponent was the victim in this incident. What a horrible coincidence. Aren't you shocked to Anubis? So he's just claiming that's unrelated. He's not claiming the fact that the positions are the same, it's just the fact that... Yeah, okay. Looks like I'll have to tell them the truth, Anubis, my boy. The animal show or something. That was when everyone left. Anubis brought the body to my cell. He had already been stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon. I do not wish to be suspected, so I had Anubis carry the body to the workroom. After that, he pulled out the murder weapon and returned to me. So you're saying the one who pulled the weapon out was Anubis?
That's right. If I pulled out the murder weapon here, the blood would have been a problem.
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this what that Sonic guy said?
He's a boss because he always has a dog? Goddamn right. I see. That means Salt witnessed the moment that the murder weapon was pulled out.
Oh yes, that prisoner's testimony. It surprised me when I first heard it. It's not often Anubis makes a blunder like that. Right, boy. Oh, yeah, good boy. Oh, yeah, good boy. Now, I believe that explains my actions. I did not kill him. All I did was remove the murder weapon. Now, will that be all? Anubis is getting tired.
Objection.
Jesus Christ, I forgot Ray had some pipes. Whoa there, just a moment, Mr. Dogan.
Ow!
Mr. Shields. Isn't there one thing you haven't explained? Why would you need to pull out the murder weapon in the first place? That's right. I understand why he moved the body to draw suspicions away from him. But he didn't need to retrieve the murder weapon.
I thought him just a fool. But how his scent quickly changed. Care to elaborate, Mr. Dogan? It was because of this bell. The bell attached to the murder weapon, and the bell on my dog's neck. They share a distinctive shape, wouldn't you say?
The assassin Sir Han Dogan's trademark.
An assassin's trademark?
The blind assassin, Sir Han Dogan. He always appears at the sound of a bell. They'll ring unless the target here, as we've seen this before. Hey guys, let's watch the tape again.
You remember well. It has been a while since you last saw my bells, after all.
When I prosecuted you in court, I confiscated a knife with a bell attached to it.
Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world.
Only 2?
They're custom-made, attached to my knife and Anubis' collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them.
He's blind, he blind.
Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession. When Anubis brought the body here, I heard a familiar sound. I thought my knife must have been embedded in the body. So imagine my confusion when I found that it was merely a chisel with my bell attached.
Indeed, your knife is nothing like this chisel.
Either way, these bells are my trademark. Moreover, I am the only one in the prison who uses chisels. With all of this, I knew I would be falsely suspected. So I removed the murder weapon and hid it.
So you're claiming you only moved the body?
Didn't I tell you? That chisel isn't mine. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it for my fingerprints.
Sebastian? Yeah? Me? What? But how do I check for? I don't know how.
Forensics.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like this lady.
Reaction. We have fingerprints. They're Knightley's, Justine.
What about Dogan's?
Nope, just Knightley's. And there's no evidence of prints being wiped either.
Only Knightley's fingerprints. It can't be.
Should we re-examine it? Did I do bad? Oh God, I did bad, didn't I? Oh God, please, at least let me get a McFlurry. Please.
See now? I never even touched that chisel, because I ordered Anubis to carry it in his mouth. In other words, the fingerprints belong to the chisel's original owner.
What a good dog, didn't even saw where the prints away fucking, right?
The murder weapon's owner was the victim? This is perplexing. At any rate, I did not touch the murder weapon. In other words, the killer could not have been me. Isn't that right?
I have nothing to refute that.
How could this...
Is he really not the killer? Could Dogan's testimony actually be true? This can't be! Get some sip, you got it. I'm waiting for this part to end so I can take a bathroom break and get a refill on drinks. I'm getting low, but I got a little bit of sip.
It seems that is sufficient enough to not warrant any further explanation. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough reason for us to relieve you of your badge. To save any needless fuss. I'd suggest you hand over your badge now.
This is bad, sir. They sound serious. It's regrettable, but with those prints as decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step one.
But there's still so many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel?
It could be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes.
Well then, how do you carry it into prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Hmm?
Even if your reasoning is off at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth. Isn't that right? It doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon. We have to do everything we can for his sake.
Well said, Kay. Nice one, Kay. I really want to scout you for the law firm now. Remember when Uncle Ray said a defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words?
The true meaning of those words?
Defense attorneys carry the fate of their clients on their shoulders. You are the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keyes, we're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That's why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray can go against the teachings of Gregory. So, what do you do?
Currently, I am a defense attorney's assistant. No, an assistant at my father's firm. I have made a commitment to this case. Therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I will abide by this, to save Simon Keyes. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility.
Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel in from the prison?
Method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was...
God. I don't know. I was gonna say the chessboard, but it is the chessboard. I thought Simon brought that. Oh, I get, yeah, that would still make sense. Yeah, even if Simon brought it in, yeah. Okay, my bad. This was how Knightley brought the chisel inside.
No. No, it's not.
Did I hit the right thing? Good God, this is a lot of fluff to get back to. Okay, thank you. Good God. What was awful? What did I do? Like, real talk, I don't know if I hit the wrong thing or not. I did not pick the board? Okay. Yeah, okay, I misclicked, my bad.
Normally, metal objects can't be brought into the detention center of the prison.
They'd just be caught by the security gate.
However, there is one way to avoid this. And that is if they're sent in a package to the detention center, because security here is fucking garbage. Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package. Namely, a chessboard containing the chisel. Well, this solves one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Dogan's, but Mr. Knightley's. Given this, one major issue remains.
The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogan is the killer. But Dogan never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped.
We also desire a conclusion to this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, we can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4. The video analyzing machine, Mr. Analysis. What's with that ridiculous name? I named it myself, sir. It's to let us analyze video footage in detail.
Go ahead. You'll soon see I am not lying.
I don't know what will come of this, but all we can do is investigate. Mr. Edgeworth, you know how to use Mr. Analysis? God, is this gonna be another thing? This is gonna be like the fucking machine from Apollo, isn't it? Fundamentally, it's the same as investigating a crime scene. As soon as you examine, use your curiosity, examine, just press the X button. You can look at the buttons below the monitor. Left and right buttons rewind and fast forward. Oh, it's like that one from the, Rise from the Ashes. Let me give 40 minutes to tell you we're not gonna do the thing you're called here for. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, Boof, I am so sorry. Rewind and fast forward, use the Y and A buttons. Pause, use the B button. I don't use the buttons. Well, pause, you can go into the previous frame, next frame. Use the same. Okay, I get it. I would not have expert explanation if I knew it would be this straightforward. I was just scared. This is still part 3. We're starting to push it. Again, this is interesting. It's more interesting than anything that happened in the first game. But good God. Like, So unfortunate news involving cop scanning. Apparently cops came up to an auto shop and killed the teenage security guard. What's worse is they had a warrant to take out the surveillance videos. What the fuck? God bless America. Jesus Christ. How does it keep getting worse? God damn. Alright, previous frames, I get it, Gumshoe. Gumshoe. I don't know what we're analyzing. Like, what? Video from the detention center security camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that was the case, then what does it show? If the person in this video is really Knightley, what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking that person? I should check the video and try to find out the answers to these 2 questions. Could be unexpected things in unexpected places. Be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir. I mean, again, we literally can't see who it is, like, at all. When I buy singing Lamoire's song, fucking, sugar, sugar, passion, passion, something, something. Yeah, thank you for the timestamp, Janina, because I don't feel like messing around with this. Like, so these mechanics aren't the worst, but like, oh, god damn it. We're close to the end. Is this the end? I thought this was, is this 3 parts or 4 parts? Real talk, can I get a confirmation on how many parts this is? Because if this is still, if this is 3 part, it is 4, oh my god. Ah! Oh, yeah, like I said, we're starting to push it a little bit. reflection of this person can be seen in this mirror. This has a cap on his head. Actually looks kind of like the caps the prison guards wear, sir. You don't think it was a guard who was attacked? Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal? No, not that I've heard, sir. Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform. I see. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is... We don't finish it, depending on how much longer this goes, I mean, because it feels like there's no stopping. Like, they just keep bringing up new points, and I still don't think we're even on the right track. Like, I don't necessarily think it was Dogen, like, at all. If that's even what I don't even know what we're trying to argue anymore. Like, so this is what I mean, when it starts to wear thin when I don't even realize what they're trying to argue anymore, like who our suspect is, who we're trying to pin it on. I start to get kind of pushing it. There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise. For the purpose of a prison escape. Disguised as a guard! That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Speaking of prison escapes. Indeed, that person was certainly successful. If the person in this video is not Knightley, then perhaps that black shadow is not a dog either. Yeah, see, like, especially when it's stuff like this, where stuff, like, the whole issue of, like, the person in there clearly not being Knightley, like, that was something I thought of the second we saw the video, and we're only just now getting around to establishing that, and taking forever to establish that, hey, by the way, it wasn't him. Because the answer's obvious. It was the guard. The guard Knightley allegedly attacked. It was actually whatever, either it was Anubis or something else. Like, something else, like, whatever this is just the guard getting attacked, and that's why he's in the hospital. So if we had just waited for the guy to wake up, we could have avoided this conversation. Like, that's the stuff where I get frustrated. If you zoom in there, you should be able to see its real shape, sir. What part of the video is strange? Is it just how small the thing is? Like, Anubis is a big-ass dog. Like, this is clearly way smaller. Yeah, that's tiny. Oh, that's fucking Rocky. That's the bear, isn't it? Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know why it would appear black. But that's clearly not the doggo. This is... I fear we made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, this is not a dog! The animal is... Polly, how could you? Tax fraud was one thing, but murder? Good God. From the silhouette, I'd say this animal is not a dog, but a bear.
So then, in that photo I took...
Those footprints must have belonged to this bear, yes. Could be a pit bull. It could be a smaller dog. Like, it could admittedly be a smaller dog, but, like, the ears are clearly, like, it's the bear. Did you say a bear? Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley.
But it's his cell after all. Why would anyone else?
That line of logic is no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed? It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video.
It seems that it's the time to answer that question. Just who is the person in the video?
The person in this video is... What? Huh. I don't know what we're trying to imply. Like I said, my first thought was, that it was, the security guard, and that was actually how he got injured, but I guess it could have been Knightley in a security guard uniform, looking to escape. Okay, no. No, the boxer would also make sense, but I don't know why it looked like it was attacking him, unless he just wasn't ready for it. Okay, we're going with that. Like, unless he staged it specifically to make it look like he was being attacked, I don't know why his bear suddenly turned on him. Person wearing the god's uniform is the escaped prisoner, J. Elbert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub.
But the bear here is black.
We have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became black is... Will this count? We don't have anything else explaining the mud thing, right? Okay, good. Think back to Frank's with Solid's testimony. Say a thing. How cocky I was in the wrong assumption. Oh, what, about being the guard? No, I mean, I wasn't cocky about it, just, like, that seemed like the obvious thing. It was either that or one of these people dressed that way. Doesn't make... I'm sorry, that doesn't make this any less tedious. The fact that I got one fact wrong out of it. Where did the glove on the... Where did the mud on the glove... Yeah, we got over this. Rocky attacked him to make him rethink his action, consider rehabilitation. Oh my god. He is a therapy animal. Let's play the tape again, guys. During the animal show, Mr. Salt was applying mud packs to the animals.
So then among those animals...
Was this polar bear? Yes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, there is a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage...
Judge Courtney, you are quite right. Salt used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light.
A new contradiction?
Okay, do you know when this footage was taken?
It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it around 9 a.m.
In that case, you should notice something strange about this video.
Huh? What's strange about it?
The timestamp? I guess the timestamp, but to be fair, it doesn't say whether it's AM or PM. The time Salt covered the polar bear mud was around 9 a.m. Which means this video should also have been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogan in the special cell, Salt in the workroom, applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Elbert. Elbert left the polar bear in Salt's care and entered the secret tunnel. However, the bear escaped from Salt and followed after its owner. Oh, was it military time? That would explain it. Okay, my bad. Didn't even think about that. And just as he was chasing after the escaped bear, Salt happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. If Salt's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours.
Why would the timestamp be off like that?
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards, and... It seems the camera's power was cut for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. What? How does that make sense? The camera's an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. How does that make sense even for an older model? What? Why would it just pause? I would think it would reset. Like, actually, I don't see how that makes sense. Like, it wouldn't just pause and then resume it when it came back on. It would stop completely and completely reset, right? Whatever. In that case, that means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours. While I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard Knightley denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but Knightley testified. I was knocked out too.
That may not necessarily be a lie.
My, there you all are. Making progress in your investigation. Can I be of any help?
Actually, Warden Roland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, J. Elbert, is most likely still inside the prison. He's disguised himself. Here is the proof. The person visible in the security video is Elbert. So, perhaps, he's still in this very building.
Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Albert have a bracelet like the other prisoners?
The bracelet would have been concealed underneath the uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prisoner's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All he would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison.
That's right, so if he didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be J. Elbert?
Ah, Rocky!
Oh. So stop it! What are you doing?
It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us.
No! Rocky, this is all your fault!
This little guy loves you so much, it's enviable.
Oh. Right then, seize him at once.
Wait, there's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary that we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him.
Understood. What do you want out of me?
Elbert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell. So it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found.
Oh my god. It keeps going. It keeps going. This is still part 3. Oh, you guys enjoy your music. I gotta pee. I gotta pee and get some beverage. Jesus Christ. I'll be right back. hello. I got water and also a Nutty Buddy. Mmm. Delicious. Yeah, music's still real good. So, it was you guys. You were the ones who found my secret tunnel.
Oops.
It took me ages to dig that. I missed our rousing conversation on how love can betray you. Oof. Oh, your pet loves you so much you end up getting caught because of them, Nathan? Oh my god. I mean, yeah. I've seen scenarios like that before. It's super sad. Thank you for the bits, Boop. Yeah, good god. Day by day, found out I was planning to escape. Eat my ice cream cone. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me, but he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Oh. So literally the only reason his plan failed is because the bear loves him. Oh. That's adorable. If only you guys hadn't showed up. If only Notley hadn't died. You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig it? Oh, that? Just hammers. And spoons. Stuff like that. I brought them in supply. But it was all for nothing. No need to lose your temper. There's always next time. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Albert Knightley, or Albert Knightley when he was still alive. I'll have to listen to this testimony carefully. This Nutty Buddy's fucking delicious. It's possible that Albert met Knightley before he died. I shall listen to his testimony carefully. That's all. Chinese food, very nice. Okay, wait. I don't know enough about boxing to say what style he uses. Oh god. I forgot I can't chew with the right side of my mouth. Or my left side, left side. God. Very professional. Did you obtain the God's uniform from the supplier too? Yeah, that's right. Seems he got it by threatening a god. That guy went and stole it from someone's locker. Oh, what happened? Oh, why I can't chew? It's... I just... My teeth are, like, extra sensitive on that side. I need to go to a goddamn dentist, but that costs money. Like, I think I might just have a cavity. Like, just, anything cold on the left-hand side is like, ow! Death. So you went through the tunnel. You were already dressed like a god. No, to ensure that clothes won't get stained with mud. I carried them with me. Hope it works out in the end, yeah. Once I got out of that hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. Hope my teeth are nice and healthy. Not healthy enough. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've been to a dentist. It's long overdue. That's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. Must be the one with the security camera caption. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Getting out the cell door was simple, you say? Yeah? Compared to going through the tunnel, it was very simple. You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. What's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. In that case, you should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked. Which means, there's one piece of evidence Elbert managed even to escape. Yeah. Okay. You say it was simple. Getting through the cell door. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, huh? Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How did you manage to unlock the cell door? J. Elbert, you had the key to Knightley's cell. I got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there. Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then.
The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it.
Yes, that was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. And the cell door was locked because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape never would have been possible. Gah! Gah!
That means it can't be.
Also, Smash, yeah, I'm aware, Noodle, yeah, we will be live streaming the Smash thing. It's at a much, much earlier hour than we're used to, but I'll be doing that. I already set my alarm. It's exactly what you think. The case of the stolen key, the culprit is... J. Elbert. You were the one who attacked the god, didn't you? Or weren't you, good god? The god had Knightley too in order to get the cell key. I would totally buy a door just being unlocked in this prison. I've come to expect that level of incompetence. It wasn't me. I don't know any Knightley. After sealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Knightley's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me! You don't have evidence, I'll win by decision. Normal stream Mondays? Well, probably. I'll probably still stream Xenoblade 2 later on. At the usual time. Because the RM thing, like I said, that's gonna be that. I have to wake up early for that. Like, my sleep schedule is fucked right now. So I will probably pass out as soon as the presentation's over. And then we'll just have the regular stream at the normal time. Besides, it was that Knightley guy who attacked the god, right? I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. Might as well admit it, you're in jail either way again, right? What are they gonna do? Oh no, I'm gonna go to super jail. Da, 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 da.
Take that!
And Knightley said there were traces of blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Knightley was attacked in this cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you? Oh, damn! I never thought you'd find the blood stain I wiped away. The newspaper. Very specific. Oh, they can't take away the bear. The bear loves him too much. Oh, no!
Why would you go through all the time of wiping the bloodstain?
On the hands of Knightley and the god, there were obvious signs of a scuffle, you know? If the bloodstain were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. If anyone looked around the bed, the tunnel light would be discovered. Like, they wouldn't fucking flip the room upside down. Then again, we missed it. We missed that the first time. So I guess they probably would have missed it. You were trying to buy more time to escape for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say your plan ended in failure. Now then, Hand over the keys to Nightly Cell. Oh, go! Oh.
Oh, Rocky, no! Rocky!
No way. How could an amateur like you knock me out? Here, I got the keys right here.
Holden, if you have the key, that means...
Oops.
That's right, Judge Courtney. He couldn't bear it! You reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Key's cage and was moved to the workroom. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed!
Oh! How?
I see. In that case, there was only one person who could have moved Knightley. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel. Hey, are you suggesting... Jay Albert, you're under arrest, pal. Wait, I didn't do nothing. I'm finishing my ice cream, don't worry about it. I knocked you out and stole the keys. After that, I waited for the perfect time to enter that guy's cell. But the cell was empty then. There was no dead body on it. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom? I couldn't even leave my cell, right? It's true you only had the key to Nightly's cell. But there's also Dogen's dog. What? Yeah. Imagine everyone in the scene is actually eating ice cream. What's poppin', Joe? It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom. I see, so you say there was an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Elbert and Dogen were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow Elbert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And then the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, Jay Elbert. What if there was another route you didn't know about? Ha! There couldn't possibly have been. The tunnel is a straight path, is it not? Yeah, seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up the corridor. What? You mean to say you didn't dig that entire tunnel? When I got to that cell, that tunnel was already there. There was a tunnel linking my cell to the wall, or to the well. Looking down from the well in the courtyard, there's no mistake in it. It's always been connected. I just continued digging the tunnel. I just continued the tunnel with my digging. What was the hole doing there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape.
Maybe the animals dug it.
Yeah. Everyone in this scene has an ice cream cone except Sebastian. He didn't get one. This is his start of darkness.
Maybe they wanted to drink from the well?
That's highly doubtful. There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. A nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet, like candy. This scent. I believe we've come across it before. We know this scent from... I was gonna say, where the hell did we smell that? There was a sweet scent in some room. Not the tunnel. Was it outside? Oh, yeah. He smelled like blood, but also dingleberries. Knightley's body was giving off sweet candy-like scent. We used a police dog to track that scent, and that led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as well?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel.
Exactly, and J. Elbert, you are the only one who could have used the tunnel.
Thank you, Mr. Elbert. I am very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise if you confessed now? To being an accomplice, I mean.
Don't tell me even you suspect me too. Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion.
Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley.
What? The fuck does that mean?
Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys.
Mr. Edgeworth, I think this bitch is fucking dumb.
It would seem Mr. Elbert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out.
Language, K.
The two must have made a little negotiation.
Negotiation?
For Mr. Knightley's escaped plan to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. So Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Elbert to escape, he needed to get Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so, they negotiated.
I didn't negotiate nothing. I don't even know what that word means.
Oh, you still intend to deny it?
I see. So, in other words, we're back where we started.
Mr. Elbert opened the cell door and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Key's cage. And then he was moved into the prison.
Oops.
It's all part of Horace's plan to murder himself. He couldn't stand Dogen cheating in chess. Oh my god. Poor bastard.
Of course. And he was killed in the prison workroom.
Weren't you listening? The scent on the body shows it must have moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from his detention center. From the detention center to the...
Please wait until someone is finished before speaking.
I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel.
What?
You don't?
The scent shows that the body was moved through that tunnel.
However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me.
Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there.
The courtyard? Oh, the well in the courtyard. You know, that thing you just fucking said.
Language, K. Is it okay that you hate this Courtney person? Nah, she's starting to wear thin. She's wearing very thin right now. She's on thin ice. She's not Callisto U territory, but she's pushing it.
Mr. Keyes carried the cage not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down the well. And then, the body at the bottom of the well was moved to Mr. Dogen's dog, by Mr. Dogen's dog. Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard?
The animal show, right? Regina and Simon were there. Wait, Simon? Oh, shit, dog!
Language!
Oops.
Good God!
I see you understand the truth. Then, who dropped the body down the well?
Judge Courtney. She's a tough opponent. Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions.
Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard. And Mr. Keyes was off stage for 15 minutes. That was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
Look, give her a break. It's hard babysitting Debeste. Look, I don't doubt that my son is a handful, but also she's fucking stupid. No offense. Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have been done at a different time.
Unfortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible.
What?
When the show started, Mr. Elba was in the tunnel on his way to the cell block. Mr. Elbert, at that time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel?
Nope, nothing like that. She's a criminal affairs. I was gonna say, yeah, she's not even a judge. She's one of the equivalent of Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. She's the Japanifornia equivalent of that. She's super fucking important. So I don't know why she's investigating crime scenes like a normal ass person. At least that was my understanding of it. Who knows?
So if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Albert would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body.
You like how he's become my son? That he's absolutely my son. I'm not even gonna try to play coy. Like, that's my child already. I don't like him, but I love him. Like, his being a fucking dweeb is endearing.
So it is impossible to think the body was dropped before the show.
Nobody else was willing to look after him. Even she wasn't willing to. She drew the short straw.
After the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then being moved to the workroom could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes.
No!
Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do?
If the body was moved through the well, that does put Mr. Keyes at a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence. Could somebody have Fred Burger take her hammer away? I fucking wish.
I am obligated to recognize that fact.
Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more? Let's watch that tape again, guys.
I give my approval in the name of the goddess of law.
Reinvestigating the courtyard. I feel this may be our final chance. What?
Fire!
Could be another prison break, bro. Should we evacuate? Everyone, please remain calm. This is just the signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I can understand why you'd be surprised.
It sure scared me.
I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts. J. Albert, it's also time for you to return to your room. Oh, bah, got it. Let's go, Rocky. Walter Roland, we will be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation. Isn't it time for you to get home as well, Mr. Edgeworth? It looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time? But the investigation! Today's been a big day, right? With the escaped prisoner and all. So I'm afraid I can't let outsiders like you loiter around any longer. This is my decision as the warden of this prison.
Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we'll have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold your prosecutor's badge. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Now, I think it's time you all left. Well, looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow. Knightley's body was dropped down the well and was carried to the workroom from Mr. Elbert's cell. This is Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but was Mr. Keyes really the only one with a chance to move him?
Mr. Edgeworth, let's do our best tomorrow. We have to save Simon no matter what.
Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Key's innocence without fail. Do 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 do. Corey, it's finally right. Yeah, I mean, I figured this was the end of the part then. Okay, good God. I would hate. I really don't want this. Continue next day. I don't know. How long is the final day? It's been almost 3 hours for one part of one case. And case 3 is 9 parts. Ooh, boy. I can't believe the prison didn't treat us to a free meal. Free meal. Like 4 hours. 4 hours was the original estimate I got for this entire chapter. And instead one part took 3 hours. Or not the entire chapter, but you know, the entire second half. It's as big as this one, probably. Maybe we shouldn't hype this game so much. No, because, I mean, I was all on board yesterday. Like, I was cautiously optimistic yesterday, and now we're like I said, it's starting to wear thin. It's like, this case is interesting, but it ain't interesting enough to justify dragging out some of this stuff as much as they are. How many times have we changed prime suspects now? Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Because the fact is, if I stop here, I don't think I'll be playing this tomorrow. And I hate to, like, literally wait another week. Oh, God, I don't know. What's slowing us down? Partially me stopping to talk and, like, actually read chat. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware that that drags out the time a little bit. But, like, that's no fun at that rate. Like, it would just be a regular LP if I just ignored chat and went full force. Oh, I don't fucking know. Because the fact is, like, I don't want to stream this tomorrow either. Like, I do not want to do 3 days in a row of this. Then I'll really get burnt out. But I also don't want to wait another week. Oh, God. I'm gonna die. I'm a masochist, what can I say? Just wait. I'm just thinking ahead. Like, I hate for that to have to end up being the norm. Like, fucking if one part of one case is gonna end up being 3 hours each time, then this is gonna turn into, what, like a 20-something episode series? Just wait, yeah. Yeah, I'm too scared of getting frustrating, and then that leading to another burnout with it, like Ace Attorney 1. Okay, never mind. I'm chickening out. Never mind. If that's what we gotta do, that's fine, yeah. I mean, who knows if it takes longer than maybe the 3DS games will get ported to the Switch in the meantime. That's a funny joke. Yeah. But yeah, okay, never mind. I'm chickening out. More videos equals more ad revenue. Oh my god. Christ. Ace Attorney cases never felt this long. No, like, the investigations cases, for whatever reason, are just ridiculously long. Like, I don't know. Again, I think part of the problem is just the fact that it's not broken up into segments. Because, like I said, with the originals, yeah, the investigations, and then you had the trials. That was at least slightly different gameplay. Here, it's just constantly piecing shit together. And I get it, it's Ace's Pretty Investigations. That's the point. But also, when some stuff is so obvious and they spend so much time talking around in circles, it starts to wear thin. And this is starting to wear thin. Despite, I do not want to come away from this game hating it. Especially not when I was enjoying myself so much yesterday with fucking, I still adore Sebastian. I need to see what happens to him. But yeah, I don't want to risk getting burnt out. Hate the game, it'll be funny. No, it won't. There'll be lots of mean YouTube comments. I already got mean YouTube comments saying that they loved the first game and bitching at me for hating the last game and the start of this one. I cannot imagine the backlash if I end up hating this one entirely. So, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm chickening out. Ugh. You ever watch Nico B's playthroughs? Now you know why. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so alright, I'm gonna call it here, but it's still relatively early for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is switch to Xenoblade 2. I've got 99 core crystals, rares and commons saved up. I need to start cracking those open. So yeah. I'm gonna switch right over to that, but yeah, I'm gonna call it here. If this game ends up being one part a week, I apologize. I hate to drag it out that much, but yeah, like that's just that's just how it's gonna have to be, because I do not want to hate this game. There are a lot of things about this one I'm enjoying, and I don't want to risk it wearing out its welcome, because it's already pushing it. I can always use the Jux method, telling them to eat shit. That's a good method. But alright, we're done with this. Like I said, I'm gonna play Xenoblade. It'll probably mostly just be opening core crystals and hunting for rare blades. But you want to stick around, you are welcome to. I have to break this up. How can I do that? Oh, I can just hit record and stop. Okay. Yeah, alright. Thank y'all for... That's the intermission. Thank y'all for coming out. Special thanks to the Go-Kart and above patrons. If you want to help support me, Ivy, Ian, Video Ranger, check out the links in the description.